Welcome back to the Second Chance Garage generator project. I don't know what part this is. I'm going to say 7. Anyway, I got the carburetor adjusted up. She runs nice and smooth. I bypassed the fuel pump because that was unnecessary. So now it's a gravity feed. Just in case anybody happens to have a generator that does happen to have a fuel pump, you do not need it. It's just something else that can break down. Okay, then it's a gravity feed. I got it running good. As you can see, you got a plug sticking out of it. I tested it on the one. It's supposed to have 120 volts coming out. Right now, at the idle I got it set, it's idling at about 164 is where it's averaging. That's what it's generating. So I'm thinking about slowing the idle down a little bit more to get it closer to 120, even though when you kick it on, with the draw and a spike, all your juice, like, okay, what I had hooked to it was this grinder right here. The grinder draws 120 and 15 amps. So, well, at 10 amps, I think, or 12, actually. And it will actually drag the generator down with that on that one plug. So, I've got to do some research and see what they're supposed to generate at an idle with nothing plugged into them. The 220 is generating more like 320. So I have got to see what it's supposed to generate at an idle with nothing plugged into it. So anyway, once I get that figured out, I'll be able to adjust the idle and be able to stick my meter in there and adjust the idle down to where it's supposed to be. But I think if you have 120 volts coming out of there, and then you have 2 items plugged in and you flip them on both at the same time, say a furnace and a refrigerator, I think the spike will drag it too low. So I think I'd be better off running at about 160, 165, somewhere in there. So the initial juice that'll be drawn out of it will actually be about 120. But I'm not sure. Like I said, I got to do some research on it. So if you like the video, thumbs up it. Just keep in mind, these generators do not need a fuel pump. You can gravity feed them. Most of them are gravity fed. If they put a fuel pump on it, it's just something else to break down. And it'll break down at 2 o'clock in the morning. Right in the freezing cold weather, right when you don't need it to happen. So I still got to do an oil change in it, and it's warm, so I'll probably wind up doing it here pretty soon. So thumbs up it if you liked it, and Second Chance Garage out.